Congratulating himself, I'm sure, on that magnificent start that laid the foundations. Ahead of UAE driver Al Safin and the high-flying Italian Alex Carella. And there is Al Safin, who you feel may have given up the chase, settling for second on a day when it would always take something very special to see off Colin Jelf at his best. Al Safin also with the Class 1 Powerboat Championship at the back of his mind for sure. Class 1 much bigger boats, 2,000 horsepower, but a championship that he leads in his rookie year with just 4 races to go. He is a magnificent competitor. Behind him, the nerves will be starting to jangle for Jean-Baptiste Thomas. A special moment as your first podium beckons, but he wouldn't be the first to be robbed at the last in a motorsport where the surface never stays still and the chances of hitting a freak wave or wash is an everyday racing reality. Slatteris still giving nothing away to Hackinson. In fact, the Norwegian dropping back a little here, which would suggest either he's settling for 5th or revving up for a surprise attack in the closing laps. The former, the likely option, but you never know with Hackinson. Never one to quit the battle early and putting everything into that fit turn exit. Where also that first round winner, Owen Jelf, is waiting in the wings, less than 4 seconds behind and lapping Latvia's number 2, I think that is, Gennady Tuchkov. Owen, big player too in the game of World F2 powerboat racing. Not one prepared to live in the shadows of his racing brother, always in the mix, leading the Grand Prix standings after round 1, and until today with every chance of the title. Still on the case though, isn't he? Well, it could still happen, but that said, a podium finish here would have made it more likely. Hugo Gross, 44, Latvia, behind Owen Jelf, stays in 7th. He drives a DAC hull opposed to Jelf's Morgard, very similar, but the DAC just slightly longer. And so, the end beckons Colin Jelf into his final lap, and you can only say that in the fading light here in Abhor Jeddah, it has been some performance. A good start, always essential, and he's certainly got that. But it's not the whole story. Visibility has not been good here, and there are many hazards among the back markers and dirty waters. But he's overcome them all to win the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix ahead of Arif Al Safin UAE and Jean-Baptiste Thomas France. A performance I'm sure he will rate highly amongst his many racing achievements. So this is how they cross the finish line. Slatteris, Hackinson, Owen Jelf, Gross, Tuchkov and Beneventi making up the top 10. A great occasion here in Abhor and a worthy winner to grace it. Overall, Colin Jelf back in pole position again, this time to lift the world title for the 2nd successive year. Jean-Baptiste Thomas also happy. For him, it was a difficult but first podium. How did you manage to overtake so many boats to finish 3rd?
Yes, everything will be. It was okay when we start, but I don't understand maybe the weather. I don't understand why I have problem to start. But after the boat will be very, very good.
Can you tell me in just a few words how good it is to have a podium?
It's very nice. We work all the way with all my team, and all the team member is very, very, very happy.
How good was your 2nd position today? Given you had so many problems, how good was it for you today?
Sure, it's good for me today. It just go to the race. What I found the problem yesterday. I think his 2nd position for me is good.
Yeah. Can you now win the World Cup?
Why not? Yes. I'll win. I promise.
I mean, the Cup's probably the biggest you've ever won. How big is this victory in terms of your achievements so far?
This is a very big victory for me this year. Obviously, being the current world champion, I want to keep it. And obviously, after the last race, I dropped down into 3rd position in the championship, but now I am back where I wanted to be, leading the championship.
That makes you a favourite. How does that feel?
Oh, it's good, but obviously the pressure will be on for the future events. Obviously, everyone wants to knock me off the perch.
How tough is Malaysia going to be now?
Malaysia now is everyone's going to be out to beat me. Obviously, I will try and set the boat up the same way, and hopefully it will all run just as reliable as it has done. So I'll be looking for the win to secure the World Championship again.
So the F2 Championship marches on, gathering pace as it goes. The next stop is Malaysia. See you there.